the work and the legacy as described by 3 former presidents, and in Congressman Lewis's own words, is work that runs contrary to the what we can decipher as the stated mission of the current president, which today includes possibly delaying the U.S. election.
Could not be a sharper contrast than the day Congressman Lewis, his soul was commended to God at Ebenezer Church, one of the most fabled sacred spaces in the world, and the prospect, the threat that the fundamental democratic, lowercase d, processes would be overturned for the convenience of a single man. What today reminds us of, and what President Bush's words, President Clinton's words, President Obama's words, Pastor Warnock, Ms. Clayton, I think, largely stole the show by telling the story of how Lillian and John Lewis got together. All lead us to a place where we have to ask ourselves, in a fundamental and urgent way, which side of history do we want to be on? No one today is talking about and honoring Bull Connor or Jim Clark or George Wallace or the innumerable people who look like me from my native region who enabled those people in that era and who are enabling this president in this era. And we have to confront anew, and this is what Congressman Lewis would want us to do. He was not a stained glass Christian. He was not an ivory tower statesman. He was a man of the arena and believed fundamentally that the kingdom of God could be brought to bear and into being within time and space. It's a remarkable and revolutionary thought. And it begins, all of us don't have to ascribe to that, and all of us don't have to be saints. John Lewis was. Remember, saints don't have to be perfect, they just have to be better than the rest of us. And I think that this is about the theology of America. Are we devoted to the commandment to love one another as best we can, as we love ourselves? Or are we entirely about the selfishness and the greed and the cruelty that created essentially a totalitarian state half a century ago, that people like John Lewis were the nonviolent soldiers who brought that wall down? We can't let that wall be built back